Are obstacles you are confronting seemingly insurmountable? What if I told you the attitude of one of the greatest fighters in history, Miyamoto Musashi, is the key to conquering any challenge in life? Step 1. Embrace the struggle. Obstacles abound in life and cannot be avoided. Legendary swordsman Miyamoto Musashi felt that mastery and development naturally included difficulty. Emphasizing tenacity and military adaptation, his ideology was on facing obstacles head-on. He considered every difficulty as a teaching tool and failure as a necessary phase toward accomplishment. When faced challenges, it is imperative to welcome them without objectivity. Success comes from having the bravery to meet challenges and grow from them, not from dodging them. Musashi improved his strategizing, fighting, and manhood by means of his experiences. When confronted with challenges, keep in mind Musashi's point of view and avoid squandering effort wishing the difficulty was absent. Rather, welcome it, learn from it, and feed your development on it. Like Musashi, you can find a chance to grow stronger and more resilient from difficulty. Every challenge tests your character. Your reaction will decide how far you may go in life. Step 2. Reframe your perspective. Your perspective directly shapes how you address challenges. If you consider obstacles as insurmountable walls, they could seem unachievable. If you change your viewpoint, though, you will find that challenges present chances for development rather than roadblocks. Master at reframing events, Musashi was renowned for his ability to see past the current difficulty and grasp the wider picture. He concentrated on the lessons he might learn and on his development from the event. With his well-known remark, "Do not think dishonestly," he stresses the need of seeing obstacles as opportunities rather than enemies. Ask yourself what you might learn from your work or personal situations setbacks and how they might help you grow. See failure as a temporary condition rather than a permanent state. This will help you to achieve more going forward. Approaching challenges from a growth-oriented perspective helps you to lose control over them. Your personal road requires reframing since it will help you to view challenges as chances for development. Changing your perspective and viewing the matter from another side would help you to find fresh approaches to go beyond challenges. Step 3. Trust your inner strength. Deep faith in his own strength was one of the most potent features of Musashi's way of living. Years of effort, struggle, and expertise helped one to develop this inner confidence. Musashi trusted his capacity to adjust, to think, and to act forcefully against any obstacle. He did not depend on outside events to define his success. Likewise, when life presents challenges, you start with believing in your own inner strength. Every human being has unrealized potential. Part of conquering challenges is believing you can climb above them. Musashi's power derived from his conviction that he could achieve whatever the circumstances, regardless of their difficulty. Even against apparently insurmountable circumstances, he never questioned his fighting capacity. His years of relentless discipline and conviction in his aims strengthened his inner strength. Modern society makes it easy for one to become sidetracked by outside influences and viewpoints. Though society teaches us what is and isn't, Musashi's philosophy reminds us that actual strength comes from inside. Believing you can negotiate any storm is what defines your inner strength. It's about not allowing anxiety control your behavior and trusting yourself in trying circumstances. Remind yourself when confronted with a difficulty that you have surmounted difficulties in the past. Confide in yourself the tools, knowledge, and inner strength you need to negotiate this one too. Like Musashi, depend on your own knowledge and confidence. You will find the bravery to act boldly and negotiate even the toughest circumstances only if you trust yourself. Step 4. Find creative solutions. Musashi was strategist as well as a warrior. He realized that raw force and conventional wisdom would not always bring to success. Sometimes the toughest challenges can only be surmounted by imaginative thought. Musashi underlines the need of flexibility and creativity. Find another when one approach fails. Likewise in life is the same idea applicable. Many times, challenges call for original ideas. You could be having personal challenges, financial trouble, or professional disappointments. Step back and consider creatively rather than depending on out-of-date answers or adhering to same trends. Sometimes the best strategy to go beyond a challenge is by discovering one none others have thought of. One can observe Musashi's inventive thinking in his well-known combat against the swordsman Sasaki Kiro. Knowing that Kiro was a long-reaching, excellent swordsman, Musashi adjusted by employing a wooden blade, which gave him greater freedom and let him approach his opponent close by. Though it was not a conventional approach, this was a creative answer for the current dilemma. When confronted with a difficulty in your own life, seek for fresh approaches to handle it. Look outside the box. If you have trouble managing your time, for example, try using several productivity strategies instead of following your current, maybe ineffective approaches. Should your company be having a downturn, think about changing your approach or refocusing your model. Creative answers result from a readiness to see past the obvious. Like Musashi, you have to be prepared to stray from the guidelines and create your own roadmap. When confronted with a dilemma, don't hesitate to question the existing quo and discover fresh approaches to keep ahead. Step 5. Take small, purposeful steps. Rarely is a single, large leap forward the route to overcome any challenge. Usually more often than not, it's a set of little, deliberate actions that finally bring results. Musashi grasped this more than anyone else. His successes came from years of discipline, training, and careful action, all carried out methodically, not from a sudden flash of brilliance. Many times, the enormity of a difficulty overwhelms someone trying to overcome it. The weight of the issue can feel so great that it paralyzes you into inactivity. But Musashi's lessons emphasize the need of dissecting more ambitious aims and challenges into doable tasks. Whether in martial arts or strategy, Musashi emphasizes the need of systematic, concentrated effort in every undertaking. Rather than try to beat his opponent with one big move, he concentrated on accuracy, patience, and deliberate actions. Walking little, deliberate steps helps one to concentrate on advancement instead of perfection. Divide a difficulty into chores that can be completed one at a time instead than trying to conquer it all at once. Even if your progress seems slow, every little step advances you toward your objective and generates momentum. You will discover as you keep following these guidelines that what once seemed like an insurmountable challenge becomes a reasonable set of chores. If you are having financial difficulties, for instance, avoid emphasizing the all-encompassing notion of paying off all of your debt at once. Rather, create modest, reasonable goals, perhaps paying off one little debt at a time or reducing monthly unneeded spending. One component at a time, you will progressively be in charge of the situation. This strategy works for personal problems as well, that of a health concern, a job loss, or relationship conflict. Eventually, success will result from little, regular actions. The secret is to keep concentrated on the next little step and avoid being mired in the whole view of the problem. Musashi's success came from his consistent, disciplined discipline over time rather than from his capacity to execute magnificent events in one instant. One deliberate step after another can help you to overcome any challenge in your life since you know that every action advances you toward your target. Step 6. Develop resilience. Among the most important traits to grow from challenges is resilience. It is the capacity to rise from disappointments and keep forging ahead no matter how challenging the route looks. Though Musashi had many difficulties in his life, he never let them define him. His intense training, mental toughness, and unwavering dedication to his trade helped him to become quite resilient. Resilience, he realized, was developed over time by constant dedication to advancement rather than a condition one could turn on and off. Obstacles in life may seem as setbacks or even defeats. Still, one should keep in mind that failure is not the end. The process calls for failure. Musashi himself lost and failed, yet he never let those events define him. Rather, he saw every setback as chance for personal development. Musashi talks on how important it is to keep on through both success and loss as one understands their cycle. In the void, there is nothing yet everything exists, he explains. This instruction reminds us that growth is always possible even in trying circumstances. Resilience comes from facing adversity and becoming stronger because of it. It does not from avoiding suffering. When you run across challenges, avoid emphasizing the nature of the difficulties of the circumstances. Rather, work on developing your mental toughness. You fall each time, get back up. Every moment life challenges you, answer with will. The more you value resilience, the more naturally you will be able to negotiate trying circumstances with bravery and will. Growing resilience is enhancing your capacity for adaptation and tenacity. Create mental habits that will help you to keep on, independent of the difficulty. Count on every difficulty to present a chance for personal development. Adopting a resilient attitude will help you to realize that challenges no longer appear as threatening. Resilience will help you to see any challenge as a stepping stone toward success. Step 7. Keep your vision clear. Musashi kept a precise picture of his desired self and goals across his life. This vision was his compass, guiding him across many challenges and unshakable whatever he encountered. Obstacles in your personal life will define your success depending on your capacity to maintain a clear vision of your ambitions. Musashi's dedication to perfecting the art of swordsmanship clearly revealed his vision. He knew exactly what he wanted to be, the best swordsman in Japan even at young man age. He gripped on to his vision, which was clear. He never lost view of his goal even against the toughest opponent. In life, too, a clear vision is absolutely essential. The turmoil of daily challenges can easily cause one to lose sight of their larger aims and deeper purpose. However, challenges will seem less daunting if you can regularly remind yourself of these things. Your eyesight serves as a compass, guiding you across obstacles or diversions to keep on target. Like Musashi, you have to keep your eye on your ultimate objective and resist allowing little obstacles to trip you. A good vision also facilitates your action prioritizing. Sometimes life presents a challenge that feels like a diversion. On the other hand, if your vision is clear-cut, you will be able to evaluate the matter more impartially and ascertain whether the obstacle is really a roadblock or just a short detour. Musashi overcame almost all challenge he came across by keeping concentrated on his goal. Remind yourself often of your ultimate goals to maintain clear vision. Though the path gets difficult, maintain your eyes on the greater picture and break down your long-term vision into doable actions. The fact that Musashi pursued his objective non-stop is evidence of the need of clarity and concentration. Having a clear idea of your direction will help you to confidently and purposefully negotiate the obstacles of life.